The Summer Law Institute gave me the opportunity to do a full 180 in my life. I actually hated this, but dressing up in a suit every day to go to a law school really kind of boosts my confidence. The expectations that were placed on me, I've never had those expectations placed on me ever before. And so the level of confidence that I received at the Summer Law Institute, I carry it with me throughout college now. I'm able to put those same expectations on myself, and it's allowed me to be at the top of my class at Trinity College. So.
Last spring, I was fortunate enough to go to Washington, D.C. and spend a semester there, and I had to give a 15-minute presentation on a 35-page research paper that I did for one class, the same class, and I wouldn't have been able to do that confidently and get an A on it if I wasn't comfortable speaking in front of crowds, being questioned by my audience, and just being challenged. So the debate program was definitely like fundamental in that experience.
In college, you'll hear a lot about imposter syndrome, and it's real because you're going to be in an environment with people who already have access to the professional world because of their parents or the high schools that they went to. If they're private school students, having opportunities that public school kids can only dream of receiving, or their parents are literally Jeff Bezos. Like those are the people that I see on campus. They already have a foot in the door in internships at places that you'll be, or you already did intern at over the summer. And I think that for feeling like I belong at my university, internships is a huge part of that, because when people have conversations about these places that they know, or that their parents worked at, or that they're interning at the summer, I can say that I know that environment. I can say that I know a professional environment. I can say that I work there, and without LO, without having the access that LO gives me, I wouldn't be able to do that.
As a low income, coming from a small public school in the Bronx, I really was scared of college. I didn't know where I wanted to go to. I didn't know what my options were, even though I did really well in school. I did really well in the LO. And I really didn't know where I was going to and what major I wanted to do. I heard of law, pre-law, psychology, business, but I didn't know what major was right for me and what school there was until I feel like after I talked with Ms. Cooper, it really, I had like an epiphany really of just like, I knew what major I wanted to go to. Right now I'm an industrial labor relations major. You're probably like, what is that? I feel like the more research you do in your college application process, the better.
For me, college was a lot easier, especially if you take advantage of the resources at New Outreach, because my major is law and society, and for a lot of my classes, they'll be like, oh, do a brief, or write an essay, and we already do these things at LO, and it's made it so much easier because while they're reviewing how to do it, I already know how to do it, and it takes me less time to do it, so I breezed through all my work basically, and I got all A's. So.
I'd say grammar was one of the most important things that we learned at LO, especially going into college. The amount of writing that some majors require, especially many of these majors, you have to, grammar is just the basics, and if you can remember the rules and just keep practicing them throughout your entire 4 years here, it'll not only help you by the time you're a senior. And we had small quizzes as a senior that I'm pretty sure 99% of us didn't study for, but we still remember because of the work that we put in from our freshman year.
There's this one thing in the pledge that I think about all the time. It's that part where they say short-term pain leads to long-term gain. And as corny as it sounds or whatever to other people, to me, that's how I really think about things that I do not want to do. But it's you gotta think about how it's gonna affect you in the future, or what it'll add to your character, or how it'll develop you. And I feel like when you put things into perspective that way, you're able to prioritize better. But when you leave this building, like you're literally on your own, and what legal outreach is trying to teach you, all discipline really is habits. Like how many habits you have, what type of habits you have, and the only thing that you need to do to build a habit is to repeat something. And that's what LO has you doing every other Saturday you're here. That's through repetition, you're learning grammar, you're doing debates. No matter what it is that you want to do, if you think you won't be good at it, if you keep doing it, you will get better. So that is what they're trying to teach you. Like, use your planner, like get in the habit. All these things will eventually become natural to you. Like at this point, it's not a chore for me to use my planner. I'm happy that somebody sat here, cared enough about me to teach me, hey, this is what you need to do to make something out of your life, and we're gonna show you how to do it.